All right, so here's the deal. I have been sick, and not just my normal sick of having chronic illness, but I've been sick. This vlog is a little catch-up vlog, a little fun vlog talking about rocks because they bring me a lot of joy to talk about them. And so let's get into it. My dad's birthday was this last weekend. I made the mistake of eating too much rich food in one day, and my body just could not handle it. Unfortunately, I ate too much and I threw up. My dad made gluten-free crab cakes, which are really good. No onions, no garlic, because I'm allergic to those. And they were really good, but I ate 2 of them in one day. And in the past, when he's made it, I've only eaten 1. And then we had mayo with truffle oil, which is really good. And you only use the slightest amount, but that's really rich food. And then I had some cookie dough from gluten-free peanut butter cookies, and then I had some of the gluten-free peanut butter cookies. And so I just had way too much for my poor little tummy to handle. I'm assuming I could be sick because I threw up Sunday night, and I haven't thrown up again since then. I threw up during my what I call my witching hour. Whenever I throw up, it is usually around 2 to 3 a.m. and it was 3 a.m. when I threw up. Yeah, I have just felt so sick. I hate throwing up with a burning passion. I did make it to the bathroom. I was really nervous that I wouldn't. I don't really have a good trash can in this room, and so I had to make it to the toilet to throw up, but I didn't throw up on the floor, thank God. So anyway, I'm still in my PJs today. I have been nonstop sleeping, and so I had to cancel my pelvic floor PT yesterday. Like, it's just been a lot. Haven't thrown up again since then though, so that's good, but my stomach is definitely on the edge. I have a headache today, and I had a little bit yesterday. My stomach has just been making a lot of noise. I've had a lot of gas. Maybe I got sick. I was in doctor's offices on Friday getting some tests done, and I know the person ahead of me was sick. I don't know what they had, but I overheard them saying that they were really sick. And so fingers crossed I didn't get that. I mean, I was wearing a mask, but you can still get it. So anyway, on to today's vlog. That's just the context for how I'm feeling today. So today I just was like, you know what? I want to chat about something fun, and I really wanted to record this vlog. So about a month ago, or more than a month ago now, before my joints like really flared, my dad and I went to a fossil, mineral, and rock show, I think it was called. It was incredible. Like, my dad and I were wearing masks the whole time, so we were safe, and some other people were wearing masks too, which was great, but was a lot of standing, I'm not gonna lie. I almost immediately got dizzy. So I was just holding on to tables because you don't want to crash into the tables because these rocks are super expensive, but it was incredible. What's so cool is that they show like fossils, minerals, really cool rocks that could be in a museum. So for example, on the fossil side, I've always loved fossils. I thought that they were so cool. When I was young, we actually went to the same show. It was at a different location, but we used to go to the show growing up. I got like a fake saber-toothed tiger. I think it was made out of like resin or something, but it was so cool. I still have that at home. So I love this show, and the fossils they have like are so incredible. Like, they had a T-Rex tooth. So cool. I'll insert pictures for whatever I have pictures of. I wasn't exactly sure like what you should or shouldn't take pictures of, so I didn't get a ton of pictures, but I did get some rocks, so I'll show those in a minute. So we saw fossils. We saw a woolly mammoth hair, and I think maybe part of a tusk or something. There's also something called a woolly rhinoceros, and so they had some bones or something from that. But yeah, the T-Rex tooth was the coolest. Also, they had a megalodon tooth, which is like a really big shark that used to live in the oceans. That was incredible. I mean, they just had so many really cool fossils. This is gonna be a whole show and tell vlog. So these are super, super cool fossils that I've gotten in the past at this show that are like so cool. I don't really know what they're called, but they're incredible. So I have like a lifelong obsession with rocks and fossils. I also have gotten this fossil at the show in the past. So cool. I think this one's called an ammonite. Oh my God. So cool, right? Like, it's the most pretty seashell. It's incredible. So I've had an obsession with fossils for a really long time. So they've a lot of really cool fossils, and then my main reason for going was I really wanted to buy some selenite, and so this is the selenite I got. All right, so the selenite I got at this show was one, I got a selenite bowl, which I have been eyeing up for so long. And so selenite as a crystal, it's actually the second softest mineral or crystal or whatever out there, so it's very easy to like chip and get imperfections if you're not super careful with it. But I really wanted the selenite bowl. So if you're into crystals, selenite is supposed to clean other crystals, and you put your other crystals or rocks in the bowl and it like charges them up, which I just think is so fun. But the reason I really wanted selenite was because when I've been watching like Reiki videos and ASMR like relaxation videos, she would do like a selenite cleanse with 2 selenite sticks. I would react to it. Like I would feel a positive reaction. I would feel better when she did it. And so I really wanted to get some selenite. So this bowl was so cool, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. And the cool thing about this show is that there's a broad range. So there are rocks that are like $1 or $2, and then there are, you know, gemstones or whatever that are thousands of dollars that are behind like plexiglass, and some of them were so delicate looking, like I have no idea how they even got them there without breaking them. I mean, it was just like they belonged in museums. It was really cool. And I'd never heard of selenite. I think it was called ram's horn selenite, which is selenite that it basically is like curled over on itself. It was really cool to learn like so much more about rocks and stuff. So that was the first thing I got at the show. Before I forget, here was another fossil that I wanted to show from past shows that I've been to. And again, these fossils are not insanely expensive, which is like crazy that you can own a fossil and have not paid like $1,000 for them. Actually, this was the first thing I got. So this is called an indigo gabbro. I'll insert some pictures and videos here so you can see it up close because it just looks black in the camera, but it has like purple and it has specks in it of other stuff, and it is just this beautiful rock. And so I really love this oval shape because it's easier for me to hold. I became like drawn to this stone and I didn't know why, but this is what it's supposed to do. So it's also called mystic merlinite. It supports spiritual advancement while keeping one grounded. It's good to align the chakras. It helps one to tune into the energies of other rocks and stones, and it protects against negative EMF energies of computers, electronics, cell phones, etc. First of all, it's a beautiful stone, and so I was like, I need the stone, it's so cool. So that was my first purchase. Second purchase was this hematite jasper. So again, I will insert pictures. It is so pretty. So the jasper is the red part, and then the black is the hematite. And what it is supposed to do, let me read. So the combination of hematite and jasper forms a powerful root chakra stone. Hematite helps to absorb negative energy. It helps one stay grounded and calm in times of stress and can boost confidence. I definitely need to stay calm during times of stress, like right now with my health. Jasper enables one to be more present and conscious of one's surroundings. It encourages one to absorb, reflect, and connect with the spiritual connection we hold with all living things. But I just thought it was such a pretty stone. It's a little flat. It's a little harder for me to hold, unfortunately, so I'm finding out more about like which ones I like to hold. My dad actually got one of these stones for himself as well because he loves red, and he thought it was like really pretty. And again, these are not crazy expensive stones, which is like so cool that you can like own such beautiful stones that look like they should belong in a museum. It's so cool. Oh, actually, this was one of the first things I purchased. So this is a selenite palm stone. It is so gorgeous. It's really hard to tell, but in the middle it has almost like a yin-yang design, but it is, again, it's a palm stone. It's a little flat. Now I'm deciding that I don't necessarily like as much the really flat stones, but I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get some selenite. Selenite is just so beautiful. I mean, look at that. Gorgeous. Like, I love rocks with a burning passion, I'm not gonna lie. So this was like so fun for me to look at rocks. And then one of my last purchases was bismuth. This is so cool. I'll insert close-up pictures, but it is man-made. The guy who made it told us the whole process of how to do it. But this has a ton of different colors. It literally looks like Aztec architecture. I mean, it looks insanely cool. And he's telling us how he made it, and he said that to make this color, because they come in all these different colors, this one is more blue, a little bit of green, a little bit of purple. So to get the blue, he said that he would basically, as it's cooling, put it in front of an air conditioner to bring out those colors. But a lot of them are more like red or orange, some of them have more green, as you can see there, more purple. But this was like incredible. My parents actually had a little bit of a bismuth, but it's a lot smaller than this, and this one was like 20 bucks for a huge piece that looks like Aztec architecture, and it's just incredible. It's a piece of art. It is literally a piece of art. So anyway, last thing I got was something I saw from the very beginning, and it was a little bit more expensive. It was like $30, but I saw it and I was like, this is incredible. It's so beautiful. This is called a septarian nodule. So the back literally to me looks like a turtle egg or something. It's humongous. And then the front is this black Geo, there you go. You can kind of see that a little bit better. Oh my gosh. I mean, they're beautiful. So this is from Madagascar. Actually, so is the indigo gabbros from Madagascar as well. As you can tell, almost all of my purchases are egg-like shapes. I saw this sitting on the table and I was like, wow, that's gorgeous. But again, it was a little bit more expensive. I was thinking about it the whole time. And so finally at the end, I was like, you know what? I need to go back for this because it's so incredible. And again, I am a minimalist. I don't buy a lot of things. So this was a huge splurge for me to buy all of these things, but incredible. Like these are just like works of art, like museum pieces. Especially the name, like Septarian nodule, makes me think it sounds like the name of a dragon, Septarian. So anyway, we went to this show and spent all day there, and it was like incredible. And then a couple of weeks later, when I started having all this joint pain, my spiritual mentor was looking up the different stones that help with joints. And so I had some crystals that she had sent me that are at my mom's. So I have some at my mom's, and then these are the ones that I keep at my dad's. So rose quartz is supposed to be really great for joints, and I didn't have a rose quartz here. And so I was like, okay, you know, there's this shop, really wanted to check out for a long time. It's like a crystal and rock shop. So I was like, you know what? It's on the way to my PT every week. Let's stop and see what they have. It was like going to the rock show all over again. I could have spent hours there. It was so beautiful. They had a whole area for fossils and Septarian nodules, all much more expensive than this one, I must say. So I felt like I got a really good deal, but just a beautiful space with all these stones. And so I got two things there that I wanted to share too. One was this rose quartz stone, which I already showed in a previous vlog, and it is my favorite stone. I have been holding it a lot. I swear it's been helping my joints a little bit. So who knows if that's actually true, but the affirmations and the manifestation of me holding it and thinking about my joints improving, I think that is incredibly powerful in and of itself. So I got this rose quartz one, and then my pride and joy, I have had my eye on a selenite bar for so long, and they had this beautiful selenite bar, which again, you can see some of the imperfections on this side, but I use this selenite bar to charge my other stones. So I will like keep my other crystals on it, and it's almost like this display, but selenite just speaks to me. I don't know why, but oh my god, it's just beautiful. First of all, I don't remember how much this was. I think less than 15, and this was $11. These were all the rocks that I got at the, first of all, the shop, but then the rock and gem show. It was just an incredible experience. The vendors were from all over the country. So a huge outing for me. I haven't been on that kind of outing in a really long time, probably since Coast Day. The last time I threw up, actually I think I threw up around Christmas, so that's a lie. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of do a really fun vlog today and talk about something. It just brings me joy to talk about like rocks, because I've been collecting rocks for so long. Oh my gosh. Let me unveil my favorite rock in the whole world. This is called my shark rock. I've never shown it, but it looks like a shark head. I found this locally, and this is my favorite rock of all time. So I have been collecting rocks for years, and now I'm just getting into the more like pretty rocks, the crystals, the gemstones. I don't even really know all the words and the lingo, so I probably said a bunch of stuff wrong in this video, but I'm new to it and it's super fun. So thank you for listening today. I'm hoping to feel better next week, at least with the sickness. The joints still hurt and stuff, but we're working on it. Got a bunch of testing done. In a couple weeks I go back to see the rheumatologist again, and I'll have more information then on what is going on with my joints if you've been following my journey. Yeah, that's my story. So thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you all soon, my friends. Bye!